What's up, everyone? Look, we all make mistakes. We've all done it. You forget your keys. You accidentally send a lol text to your boss. It happens. But the thing is, most of us don't make our mistakes in high definition super slow motion in front of 70,000 screaming people and another 20 million watching at home. Today, we are not here to talk about bad luck. We're not here to talk about a great play by the other team. We are here to talk about the absolute most boneheaded, fundamentally baffling, what in the world were you thinking moments in the history of the National Football League. These are the plays that make you want to grab the player or the coach by the shoulder pads, shake them violently, and just scream at the top of your lungs, "You fool!" We've all seen them. We all remember exactly where we were when they happened. And today, we're ranking the top 5. And trust me, you are not gonna want to miss number 1. It is a special kind of self-destruction. It's a masterpiece of failure. Let's get into it. Kicking it off at number 5, I got CJ Henderson thinking he's still playing college ball. Grant makes a diving catch, so we're gonna roll with that. The name isn't as important as the act of sheer buffoonery that's about to happen. So let's set the stage. This is a divisional game. These games always matter more. They're uglier. They're tougher. Henderson was a top 10 pick. A guy the Jags drafted to be their next shutdown superstar corner. The expectations are through the roof, and on this play, he's in coverage. The quarterback, let's say it's Tannehill, throws the ball. It's a comeback route. The receiver, Grant, he lays out. Full extension. It's actually a phenomenal highlight reel catch. He secures the ball, and boom, he hits the turf. He is flat on his stomach, completely exposed, the ball clutched to his chest. The play is, for all intents and purposes, over. CJ Henderson is right there. He's in shadow coverage. He's in the guy's back pocket. He's done his job perfectly. He forced the tough catch. And now, the absolute easiest part of the play is left. The touch. The down by contact. It's the period at the end of the sentence. It's the dot on the I. It is the most basic fundamental action in all of tackle football. And Henderson, He just leaves the sentence hanging. He stands up, he looks over Grant, he's admiring his coverage, he's puffing his chest out. He's probably already thinking about the next play. He's thinking, man, that was some elite coverage by me. He is not, however, thinking, is this play technically over? And Grant, the receiver, he's lying there. You can see the moment. He's probably bracing for the hit. He's bracing for a 200-pound defender to come pile on top of him. And nothing comes. He waits a beat. Am I down? He peeks. He sees Henderson just standing there, looking majestic. So, like a gopher peeking out of his hole, he starts to get up. Slowly at first, then he scrambles to his feet. Henderson's reaction when he realizes what's happening is priceless. It's this delayed, slow motion, oh, crap. He tries to lunge, he tries to grab him, but it's too late. Grant is off to the races. He picks up another 20-30 yards before the rest of the Jaguars defense, who are probably all heading back to the huddle, realize the play is still going and have to sprint downfield to clean up their star rookie's mess. This is what we talk about. This is playing to the whistle. It is the most cliche, the most overused, and the most important coaching point in the entire sport. And it's not just that he didn't touch him, it's why he didn't touch him. He assumed. In the NFL, you assume, and you end up on a list like this one. He thought he was still back at Florida, playing in the SEC, where if your knee or your elbow hits the ground, you're down. Welcome to the pros, kid. Newsflash, CJ, this is the National Football League. Here, you're not down until an opposing player touches you. You are live. You are always live until that whistle blows. It's a moment of total fundamental failure of awareness. It's embarrassing. It's the kind of play that gets you put on film in the team meeting room for an hour, with the coach just sitting there with the laser pointer, replaying it over and over and over. Touch the man. It's that simple. An absolutely baffling, you fool moment to start us off. Sliding into number 4, Deshaun Jackson. It's the will of the people. And the people willed this to be one of the dumbest plays in sports history. We're talking Eagles, we're talking Cowboys. It's Monday Night Football. The stage is huge. Deshaun is a rookie and he is a human lightning bolt. He's just different. He's faster than everyone. And this is his national television coming out party. Donovan McNabb drops back. He's got time and he just unleashes a prayer. A beautiful spiraling bomb down the field. Deshaun Jackson hits the afterburners. He's past the corner. He's past the safety. He has stacked them and he is gone. It's over. He catches it in stride. The crowd in Philly is going insane. He is home free. He's jogging. He's at the 20-yard line. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. And this is where the wires in his brain just short circuit. This is where the hubris, the arrogance, the rookie swag just boils over and completely melts his common sense. He gets to the 1-yard line. The goal line is right there. It's painted. It's beautiful. It's white. It's waiting for him. And what does he do? He doesn't just cross it. He doesn't do a simple celebration after he crosses it. He, in a moment of look at me that will live in infamy, flips the ball backwards, over his shoulder, with contempt. Like the ball offended him. He just discards it. He then proceeds to do his little high step, his little I'm the man strut right into the end zone, arms spread wide, soaking in the cheers. He's loving it. He thinks he's the king of the world. The only problem? The ball, the thing you need to score, is sitting all sad and lonely on the 1-yard line. It's a live ball. It's a fumble. A Cowboys defender, who was probably just dejectedly jogging, suddenly has his eyes go wide. Wait, did he just do that? He dives on the ball. The whistle blows. The referee signals Cowboys ball, touchback. The stadium just dies. It goes from a deafening roar to the sound of 70,000 people simultaneously saying, "What?" You can see his teammates. You can see Andy Reid on the sideline. He's not even mad. He's confused. His face is just, "What? What just happened?" He looks like a man who just saw a dog talk. Deshaun has taken a 64-yard touchdown and turned it into a 63-yard fumble. It is an act of self-sabotage so profound, it's almost impressive. And here's the kicker, the real you fool moment. This wasn't even his first time. He had done this in high school. He did it in an all-star game. This man is a repeat offender of premature celebration. You'd think someone in his life, a coach, a parent, a friend, would have sat him down and said, "Deshaun, the painted grass, the ball must touch the painted grass." It's a lesson you learn when you're 6 years old playing flag football, and he failed it on Monday Night Football against his biggest rival. It is the gold standard of you fool showboating. Coming in at number 3, and if the first two were baffling, this one is a work of art. It's a different level. It's a masterpiece of failure. I'm talking about Jakobi Meyers and what I can only describe as the lateral of insanity. The setup for this is perfect. It's Patriots versus Raiders. Bill Belichick versus his former student, Josh McDaniels. The game is fine. It's a typical ugly 16-16 slugfest, and the clock has expired. It is 0-0-0-0. The game is tied. We are all going to overtime. Everyone in the stadium, everyone watching at home has accepted this. The fans, the players, the announcers, the hot dog vendors. We are going to OT. The Patriots have the ball on their own 45-yard line. They decide to run one last play, a draw play. Okay, why? Who knows? It's the Patriots. They're weird. Ramondre Stevenson takes the handoff. He busts a good run. He gets 20-25 yards. The play is over. The Raiders are kind of half tackling him. Just go down. Fall on the ground. Take your 25 yards and let's go to overtime. The game is over. But no. Stevenson, in a flash of something, a brain aneurysm maybe, he decides, you know what? I'm going to pitch it. He pitches it backwards to Jakobi Meyers. And this is where the fabric of reality and common sense just tears apart. Meyers catches the lateral. He's on his own side of the field. The entire Raiders defense, which had been jogging off, suddenly realizes the play is still alive. They all converge on Meyers. He is drowning in a sea of silver and black. Now, what does a sane, rational human being do in this situation? A, fall down. B, run out of bounds, though there's no time. C, just stand there and get tackled. The game is tied. You cannot lose the game if you fall down. You cannot lose. Jakobi Meyers chose option D. lose the game in the stupidest, most spectacular way imaginable. He panics. He starts running backwards, back towards his own end zone. Then he stops, he turns, and he throws it. He hurls the ball across field, backwards. Desperation heave. Why? Why? What is the plan? What is the end game here? What is the best case scenario? He's throwing it back towards the middle of the field. Is he trying to hit Mac Jones, the quarterback? Is Mac Jones gonna catch it and outrun the entire defense? The pass, if you can even call it that, is a floating nightmare. It's a wounded duck. It's a balloon. It's a punt. And it floats directly into the waiting, loving arms of Chandler Jones, the Raiders' 270-pound all-pro defensive end. Chandler Jones has not had a football thrown directly to him with a full head of steam in the open field since probably never. He catches it in stride. The only person between him and the end zone is Mac Jones, the 190-pound quarterback. What happens next is it's a crime. It's Chandler Jones stiff arms Mac Jones into the earth's core. Just deletes him from the field of play. Throws him to the ground like a rag doll, and he rumbles 48 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, ball game. The Raiders win, the Patriots lost. They lost a tied game with 0 seconds on the clock. It is the only walk-off defensive fumble recovery touchdown on the final play in NFL history. They literally invented a new way to lose. This isn't just a you fool on Myers. It's on Stevenson for starting this whole disaster. It's on the coaches for whatever that play was. It is the single most catastrophic, logic-defying, brain-dead play in modern history. It's not just a mistake. It's a decision. A series of terrible decisions that led to the most embarrassing loss possible. Just wow. All right, coming in at number 2. This one is special because it's a you fool moment born not of bad strategy, but of pure, unadulterated, uncontrollable emotion. I'm talking about Plaxico Burress and the time he decided to spike a live ball. Let's paint the picture. It's 2003. Steelers versus Jaguars. Plaxico is this huge 6'5" receiver, a massive talent, a physical specimen, and he just made a catch. It's a simple 10-yard gain. He gets wrapped up by a defender, maybe 2. They all go down in a big pile. It's the kind of play you see 100 times every Sunday. Nothing special. The play is, or should be, over. Plaxico gets up and he is fuming. He's hot. He's angry. Maybe the defender got a little extra on the tackle. Maybe he was holding his jersey. Maybe Plaxico's shoelaces were too tight. We don't know, but we do know that he gets to his feet, still holding the football, and in a complete and total spasm of "get off me," he spikes the ball violently into the ground. He's trying to be tough. He's trying to intimidate. He's trying to show something. And what he shows is that he has absolutely no idea what's going on. Because you see, in the chaos of the pile, the whistle had not blown. The referee had not signaled the play was dead. He was not ruled down by contact. So that ball that he just slammed into the turf with all his might, that's not a celebration. That's not an exclamation point. That is a fumble. He fumbled to himself. He is the only player in NFL history to force his own fumble. The Jaguars players, who are clearly the only ones on the field who pass basic situational awareness class, they're standing there. They see the ball bouncing. They look at the refs. No whistle. They look at Plaxico, who's probably still huffing and puffing and mean mugging someone. And Rashean Mathis, the Jags corner, okay. He shrugs. He picks up the ball. And he starts running. The entire Steelers sideline is frozen. Their own players are just watching. They're all looking at Plaxico like, dude, what are you doing? And Mathis is just chugging. 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards. He gets 30 yards down the field before the Steelers collectively realize, oh, wait, that's bad. This is a level of you fool that transcends strategy. This is a primal you fool. This is a failure of emotional control so complete that it breaks the game. Your one job, is to protect the football, not just from the 11 guys in different colored jerseys, but from yourself, from your own inner demons that are telling you to spike a live ball in the middle of a play. It's incredible. It's like a quarterback taking the snap, running to the sideline, and just handing the ball to the other team's head coach. It makes no sense. sports. It is pure, unfiltered, 100 proof buffoonery, an absolute all-time classic. And now, the number one, the granddaddy of them all, the Mona Lisa of You Fool, the one play to rule them all, the moment that will be studied in how not to play football classes for 1,000 years. I am talking, of course, about Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys, and the draw. Let's breathe. Let's really set the stage, because the context, the stakes, are what makes this so perfect. It is the NFC wildcard game. It is the rivalry, Cowboys versus 49ers. It's not just a game, it's religion for these fan bases. The Cowboys are down 23-17, 6 points. They've been clawing their way back. They have the ball. They are on the San Francisco 41-yard line. This is it. The season is on the line, and the clock shows 14 seconds, 1-4, and they have 0 timeouts. Let me say that again. Number. Timeouts. The TO column on the scoreboard is a 0. A goose egg. This is critical. In this situation, the clock is your mortal enemy. It is a ticking time bomb. It does not care about you. It will not stop for you. Every single person watching, from the 300-pound defensive tackle on the field to my grandmother eating potato chips on her couch, knows exactly what the play is. You have, at most, 2 plays, maybe 3 if you are perfect. You throw the ball. You throw it to the end zone. You throw it to the sideline. Maybe if it's a guaranteed catch and get out of bounds. But really, you're throwing it to the end zone. You're giving CeeDee Lamb a chance. You're giving your 6'4" receiver a chance to make a play. That is the only option. It is the 101st level Madden 04. Everybody knows its solution, so the Cowboys line up. Dak is in the shotgun. This is it. The season. 14 seconds. What does Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, call? What does Mike McCarthy, the head coach, approve? What does Dak Prescott, the $40 million a year quarterback, agree to run? A quarterback draw. A draw. Up the middle. I still, to this day, I cannot understand it. I cannot comprehend the thought process. Did they think he was going to run 41 yards? Did they think he was going to run? And then what? Just what? So Dak takes the snap and he runs straight ahead into the teeth of the 49ers defense, who, by the way, are probably in a prevent defense, just waiting to tackle someone in bounds. Dak scrambles. He runs 17 yards. It's a great run in the second quarter, but with 14 seconds and no timeouts, it is a death sentence. He slides at the 24-yard line, and the clock is bleeding. 10 seconds, 9, 8, and now the you fool moment transcends from a bad play call into a full-blown comedy of errors. It's a 3-act tragedy. Act 1, the call. Act 2, the run. Act 3, the scramble. The Cowboys O-line, who were 17 yards back, now have to sprint downfield. They're gassed. They're confused. Dak is up. He's screaming. He's trying to get everyone set, but the rules. The rules, gentlemen. You can't just spike it. The referee, the umpire, has to spot the ball. Dak, in his panic, tries to give the ball to his center to spot it. That is illegal. The ref, who was 20 yards behind the play because he thought they were going to pass it, is now trying to fight his way through a mass of 300-pound men. He's pushing Cowboys. He's pushing 49ers. He's colliding with Dak. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Dak shoves it to him. The ref finally gets to the spot. He puts the ball down. The clock is 3, 2, 1. Dak gets under center. He's ready. He's gonna spike it. He's gonna spike it with 0 seconds left. The ref is waving his arms. The game is over. The 49ers are celebrating. The Cowboys are just standing there in stunned silence. They have just run the clock out on themselves. They lost. Their season is over. Not on a Hail Mary, not on an interception, but on a quarterback draw. It is the single single most catastrophic, mind-melting, fundamentally broken piece of clock management in the history of professional sports. It's not one you fool. It's a team of fools. It's a coaching staff of fools. It's an organization of fools. It is the perfect, undisputed #1 you fool moment in NFL history, and I don't think it will ever be topped, and that's the list. My head hurts. Just reliving these plays, it's painful. These are the moments that give coaches ulcers and fans nightmares. It's one thing to get beat. It's another thing to beat yourself. And these 5, these are the masters of self-destruction. Did I miss any? I know I did. Leon Lett is probably screaming at his TV right now. The Miracle at the Meadowlands is a whole other category. There are so many. Let me know in the comments what your #1 you fool moment is. I'm gonna go lie down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. See ya.